Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video we're looking into how long you need to wait between niacinamide and moisturizer. Now, when looking this up, you can come across recommendations where it mentions that you need to wait between 10 to 20 minutes. Now, this is for sure not needed, as it only takes about a few seconds. However, depending on the formulation of your serum, how much you're using and how you're going to apply it to the skin, it can cause significant layering issues, which you then are trying to avoid, and therefore you may think that if waiting in between for a bit longer is going to help, well, then I'm going to do that. Well, all what you're going to create is basically wasting a lot of time when doing your skincare routine. Therefore, I want to share with you an example morning and evening skincare routine so that you have a general guide in mind and get those tips as well to avoid this. Because I think that you're referring to skincare peeling, which looks like your skin is going to peel off the skin when doing your skincare routine, but it's not the skin, it's the product that you're going to rub off. So in this specific case, it would be your niacinamide serum that you're likely rubbing off the skin, and therefore you think, well, since this is happening, I want to wait a bit longer so that I can avoid it. And so therefore, I want to share with you now an overall general guide so that you can save some time as well. So as always, I came up with an example morning and evening skincare routine, which you can find in a PowerPoint. I'm going to go over it step by step, but you can download the entire PowerPoint as always in the description box down below. So let's check out the morning skincare routine, which I have prepared for you right here. So you can see the steps right here so that you have an example routine in mind. All the products that you can see right here are examples that I can recommend use myself, but at the same time, of course, if you should have a different product, it's completely fine to replace it. So as you can see with the niacinamide and moisturizing step, it does not mention wait between 10 to 20 minutes. It basically says wait between 30 to 60 seconds. This is my overall recommendation, but let me break it down so that you understand the additional tips as well. So first of all, we are starting off with washing the face. This can be done with plain water or with your favorite cleanser, whatever you do in the morning, so that you're going to properly wash your face. Then rinse it off and then take a clean towel and gently pat all over to remove the remaining water drops from the skin surface. This is an essential step to do before you're going to move on to the next skincare product, in this case your niacinamide serum. Then when it comes to niacinamide serum that you're going to pick, please make sure to not overuse it. First of all, it is a treatment. If you're going to use too much of it, it can cause sensitivity because the skin is just too overwhelmed with it. And second of all, if you're going to use too much of it, again, it can cause skincare peeling, which is basically the layering problem that I've just described, which you're trying to avoid. So therefore, as an overall general guide, you can use between 3 to 5 drops for your face and neck to achieve an even and thin layer all over, and that it can absorb into the skin. It shouldn't sit thickly on the skin surface, because the more product that's going to sit on the skin surface, the more likely you can come across skincare peeling. So therefore, you just want to have an even and thin layer on. Then once you have applied it to the skin, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And because you now have already in the beginning removed the remaining water drops from the skin surface, plus have already adjusted the right amount of how much niacinamide you're going to use, you do not need to wait those 10 to 20 minutes in between, but in fact, you only need to wait about 30 seconds to a minute, because the serum is able to quickly absorb into the skin. If it happens faster than that the time that you can see right here, of course you can immediately move on, but this is just an overall general guide so that you have a time frame in mind. And then you're going to head into the next step, which is then the application of your moisturizer, if you like to use it in the morning before applying your sunscreen. So when it comes to the moisturizer, use about a pea size to a bean size amount and then apply it all over. And then with the tips that I've just mentioned in between, it's less likely that you're coming across skincare peeling, because there's nothing to peel off. Then once you have applied your moisturizer all over, again, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then the time between your moisturizer and sunscreen, this is where you may want to wait a bit longer in between, because depending on the moisturizer that you have, or even how much you have used of your moisturizer, you may just want to wait between 1 to 2 minutes so that the moisturizer has time to set before you're heading into the application of your sunscreen to protect the skin throughout the day. And so those are basically the steps that you have to do in between and keep in mind to avoid skincare peeling. And the same would apply for the evening skincare routine. That's why I have prepared it for you as well. Just the only thing that's going to change is that you are going to stop with your moisturizer, and in the evening there's no sunscreen needed. And in the evening, you want to make sure that with your cleansing step that you're able to properly remove your sunscreen and or makeup that you have worn throughout the day, plus any excess oil, dirt and sweat. Therefore, you can do this with your regular cleanser, an oil or balm cleanser, or even may do a double cleanse to properly remove it. And then again, rinse it off, pat the skin dry, so remove the remaining water drops from the skin surface, head into the niacinamide, do not overuse it, wait those few seconds in between, and then finish it off with your moisturizer. And then there you have it for your evening skincare routine. Again, it can save you a lot of time if you're doing the layering properly, if you keep those tips in mind, if you're going to keep the amount of product in mind, then this can really play a significant role on how it's going to layer on the skin itself. And so those would be then examples of a morning as well as evening skincare routine. But if you want to again read in your own time specifically about skincare pilling, well, you will be able to find this below. What you have to remember when layering your skincare products, I did put this slide right here into the PowerPoint so that you can understand this a bit better, what I'm referring to when washing the face, damp skin versus wet skin, and then the waiting time in between, as well as skincare pilling, which is actually the points that I'm referring to. And I've mentioned already some of them for this specific video on how you can avoid this, because it's so annoying if you're experiencing it. Therefore, you can go ahead and improve it through those little tips. And then below that, if you are interested in the products that I have shared in this PowerPoint, well, you will be able to find more about it under skincare product descriptions. There you can see all the products that I have emphasized in my PowerPoints with a little description next to it if you're interested and you want to get one of them yourself. And so this is basically all what this PowerPoint includes, so that you have the steps in mind, the tips that you need, and that there's no need to wait that long in between. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you now want to see further applications, primarily when it comes to niacinamide, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching and learn more about it. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give the thumbs up as well as share it. If you enjoyed my work, if you like my videos in general, I'm an independent YouTuber. So if you want to support it, you can go ahead and click on the super thanks button below this video, or check out the description box. There's a PayPal link to leave a tip. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.